Hi, welcome to Minute with Maxwell. I'm going to talk to you about Les Parrott, who had a tremendous influence on my life. My name is John. I'm glad you're here. I'm talking about the top 10 influencers in my life. Les Parrott was one of them. He mentored me when I was in my 20s and 30s, and I looked up to him because he was one of the few people that I really knew that was an author that wrote books. In fact, he had written 6 of them. I'd read them all, loved them all. He had influenced me tremendously. And we had this personal relationship, and so we got together once in a while, and we'd talk about our lives, and he poured into me. And one day I asked him, I said, Les, why do you write books? He said, John, I write books to expand my influence beyond myself. He said, you see, when I write a book, it's going to touch people I'll never see, that I'll never touch, that they'll never know me personally, they'll never hear me speak, but it's to expand my influence. I'm talking about the top 10 influencers in my life, and Les Parrott was the one who basically taught me about how to expand your influence, because as a kid, I'm listening to him, and I said, then I'm going to write books. The moment I decided to write books was not because I wanted to write books. It was because I wanted to expand my influence. The only reason I wrote books was because I wanted to expand my influence. Little did I know that that decision would change my life. When I look back at my life, perhaps that was the best decision that I've made outside of my own personal relationship with God, because books have expanded my influence to tens of millions of people around the world. And every day, yesterday I was up at our place up in North Carolina, and I was doing my swim, and I got to the end of the pool, and I looked up, and there was this guy just kind of kneeling there, and I could tell he was waiting to talk to me because he was right in front of me. And I said hi, and he introduced himself, and he told me where he was from, and he was a leader. And then he said, I just had to stop. He said, I know I'm stopping you swimming, but he said, you just have to know how much your books have influenced my life. And he began to talk to me about the books, and I hear it constantly. And I think back of my conversation with Les Parrott, and what he said to me that day changed my whole direction. I never had a desire to write a book. I never had a desire to be an author, but I had a desire to expand my influence. And so therefore that became my channel, my vehicle. So thank you, Les. Wow, that comment changed my life. I'm glad you're with me today on Minute with Maxwell.